Good morning, Crusaders. My name is Miles.
And my name is Drew.
And welcome back to our second broadcast of the year.
We got great feedback from our first broadcast, and we're so happy to be bringing you this one.
And on that note, let's start broadcast number 2 by sending it off to Boyd with the lunch.
Thanks, guys. This week we got some delicious options. On Monday, we're going to have a chicken and waffle basket. On Tuesday, we're going to have a ciabatta chicken parmesan. And Wednesday, we're going to have a chili cheese baked potato with a roll. On Thursday, we're going to have a chicken and cheese griller. And on Friday, we're going to have the backyard burger. That's all for lunch. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Boyd. It's great that such a hard-working lunch staff on hand to provide us with delicious meals every day.
Here at Althoff, we always have many things to look forward to.
Let's take it to Greg with our upcoming events.
Thanks, guys. I'm Greg, and here's the upcoming events for the rest of this week. On the 11th, there's a girls' tennis match at 4 at home, and there's also boys' golf at 3:30. On the 12th, there's girls' golf at 4, girls' volleyball at 5 at Mascoutah, and a cross-country meet at 5. On the 13th, Friday, home football game versus Mater Dei. Everybody pop out. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Greg. Soccer season is now in full swing as the team starts off 3-1.
Let's send it off to Lucas to hear junior Mason Wagner's thoughts on the season so far.
Hello, Crusaders. I am here with future All-Conference Player of the Year, Mason Wagner. Mason, how are you doing this morning?
Great, how about you?
Great. What are your team expectations for this year?
We got off to a decent start, but 4-2 right now. I think we can make a far run in the postseason. We've gotten real close past years, losing to state champs probably 2-3 years in a row now, and I think this is our year.
We all do as well, but what are your more personal goals for this season?
Honestly, I'm more focused on the team right now. We've always been stuck in the same position late in the postseason, losing late, and that's probably the worst feeling, and you regret it until the next season comes over. So,
Yes,
focused on that.
I agree. Well, thank you, Mason. It's always
Thank
great
you.
to have you.
Thanks, Lucas, and we wish the soccer team another strong season.
For the second week in a row, we've got a new teacher to interview about their new job here at Althoff.
Let's send it off to Seth, who's interviewing Miss Wessel, one of our new science teachers.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with another one of our newest teachers at Althoff. Her name is Miss Wessel, and I'm going to ask her a couple of questions. So, what subjects do you teach?
I teach Intro to Engineering Design, Principles of Engineering, and Honors Physics.
That's very neat. And why did you choose Althoff?
I chose Althoff because my husband graduated from here and my daughter also goes to school here, and I just am very passionate about Catholic education, and this is my way of giving back.
That's very cool. And what did you do before teaching here at Althoff?
Before teaching, I've subbed in the grade schools, and I've also worked as an office assistant. And but prior to that, I was a mechanical engineer for a plastics processing plant, and but I left that 20 years ago.
That's very cool. And thank you to Miss Wessel, and we'll send it back to Miles and Drew in the studio.
Thanks, Seth, and we hope you're enjoying Althoff so far, Miss Wessel.
Here at Althoff, we have a club called FCA, which stands for Fellowship Christian Athletes.
Let's take it to Elliot, who's got an interview with FCA leader Jane Grisby.
Hi guys, I'm here with Jane Grisby, one of the student FCA leaders. I'm going to ask her a few questions. So who's your overall leader for FCA?
Our overall leader is Coach Sanders.
Mm-hmm. Who are your student leaders and what do they do?
It's me, my name's Jane, and it's Caitlin Hensel, and it's Dariah Parks, and it's Jack Nestor, and it's Dominique.
Okay. What do they do?
We all of us do the same thing basically. We invite people, and we have meetings once a month for us, or twice a month, so we can know what we're doing at the meetings basically.
How do you become a member?
You just come to the Wednesday. It's every 2 weeks on Wednesday at 6:30.
What happens at a normal FCA meeting?
We do a couple icebreakers, and we get to know God more better and involve them into our sports and everyday life. And we just talk about them, and then we just have another icebreaker so they won't just feel like we're just being boring to them.
So how long have you been in FCA?
Like a year and a half now.
All right. Thank you, Jane. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Elliot. Sounds like FCA is a really good club option for our athletes.
Freshman Focus was a big hit, so we're going to bring it back for week number 2.
Let's send it off to Morgan, who has an interview with one of our freshmen.
Thanks, guys. Today I have with me Ethan Carbon. He is a freshman here at Althoff. You're actually a part of my pink team in ACE group, right?
Yes, I was. It was a good group.
Yay, thank you. Go pink. Okay, so we're going to just jump right in. So as you may have discovered, Althoff has many sports and clubs. Which one would you like to do, or which one are you already a part of?
I'm already a part of the soccer team.
Okay.
And in the spring, I might do the baseball or volleyball team. I haven't decided yet.
Cool.
And then, I don't know, I think I might do the French club.
The French club?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, so that's the foreign language that you're
Yeah.
taking here, I'm guessing. Okay. Also, virtue period is a new thing for you, I'm sure. We've had temperance, we've had enthusiasm, and we've had persistence. Which one out of those 3 is most important to you?
I think enthusiastic is most important because you have to get through the day with enthusiastic because you just feel down.
Yeah, they're very long days, different subjects thrown at you. You gotta adapt. So
Right.
how has that adapting been from grade school to high school?
It's been different because like you have like a lot of kids and you were the oldest in grade school and now
you
you're
start over.
you're the
Yep.
bottom of the food chain now.
But I'm finna start over too. I'm a senior, so I'm finna be a little bitty freshman.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's a good adaptation. It's always good to grow, and you'll be just fine. All right, last question. Althoff has many diverse classes and electives, but out of a whole, which class do you most look forward to out of your whole day?
I look forward to geometry because I love math.
You
And
love math. We're actually in a new math room, so you may have a chance to come down here. It's like a chiller atmosphere of a classroom, like to do homework and stuff. So maybe one of the math department teachers will take you down in your class. So yes, well thanks Ethan. Well, I hope you continue to have a great freshman year. And guys, back to you.
Thanks, Morgan. We love hearing about how our freshmen like Althoff so far.
Next, let's send it off to Boyd with Student of the Week.
Thanks, guys. Today I'm here with the Student of the Week, Darian Ceballos. Darian, this was probably an exciting feeling. How did you feel when you found out that you won?
I started getting a little excited. I was like, Student of the Week. That's something new. You know?
Have you ever won it before, like in grade school or anything like that?
Nope. Well, yeah, I have. I've gotten Student of the Month. And yeah.
That's pretty exciting. Do you plan on using any of the prizes, like the Tavern on Main gift card or the parking space out there?
Yeah, I plan on to.
Nice. And lastly, what advice could you give other students who are trying to win Student of the Week?
Work hard, keep studying, and just like go for it.
Thank you. All right, that's all from us. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Boyd, and congratulations to Darian on being our first Student of the Week.
Here at Althoff, we have an incredible program called Virtue of the Week.
To finish up the broadcast, let's send it off to Thomas to hear about that virtue.
Thanks, guys. The virtue this week is resourceful, and it's a good virtue. It's the ability to overcome obstacles. Now, let's say you had an obstacle, homework, and you need to work through it. Well, how would you do that? If you were resourceful, you would work through the problem. You'd ask your parents for help. You would check over your work. You might look it up on the internet. You could even email the teacher. That would be resourceful. So, if you were to use resourceful in your everyday life, use it in your everyday life. Thanks, guys, and back to you in the studio.
Well, that's all we have for you today, and we greatly appreciate you tuning in for the second week in a row.
Be sure to check out our social media by giving us a follow on Instagram and Twitter.
So again, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.